Right, so this is Cheltenham. So what's this? In memory of those lost, the heroic nurses and doctors and those who risked their lives to keep our country running during the outbreak 2020. Get a grip. Sure, that meal was all about, to be fair. Right then, welcome to Cheltenham. Cheltenham Spa, finally got in. Absolute nightmare trying to get into the town centre. And now I've got to find a charity shop to buy some different clothes, because shorts and t-shirt isn't going to cut it for today. Can definitely tell we're on the way back to autumn. Yeah, look at that, absolutely beautiful. So obviously there's a lot of money invested around the area. Got like a little coffee shop there. This is called the Promenade, I believe. How weird is this? A rabbit and a boar, I think it is. That is absolutely bizarre, that. What's this? The Minotaur and the Hare, 1995. I like this. Or the obviously I think the weather's actually perfect for it today with the how wet it is. I just think it has a really good effect onto it all. This is Cavendish House. It's a nice little addition they got around the town. All these little fake birds on the nests. Slight sign of decay there. It says 2024 after all. You've got a nice mural over there as well. It's not all as perfect as you'd think. You only go onto the actual high street. This is all like the Brave New World stuff. Came in after World War II. McDonald's, Betfred's, Poundland's, Premier Inns, all the usual chain stores that turn Britain's high streets into like identical copies of each other. There's still some nice buildings at the top, obviously. But yeah, you can tell this is like the private property area. Another two buildings up for sale there. A little market on the go here. A lot of decent mules around here. The Shamrock pub. Nice traditional view of modern Britain's high streets. Definitely an area that's been, it's a bit like Gloucester actually. Gloucester had a certain area that had been taken over. Into a Winston Churchill Memorial Garden. See if I can find any information why it's called that, if he was from around here or something. But yeah, that's the future. Right next to a mosque. Yeah, So this might be a single video later, but it just perfectly sums up what I've always said. War memorials, statues, etc. They perfectly encapsulate the reality of what people fought that war for. You know, World War II, World War One, any of them. Winston Churchill Memorial Gardens, right next to the urban decay of modern Britain, and also next to a mosque, and one of them hideous modern lampposts. So that's what they fought for. Brilliant, nice one. Lest we forget, loads of fuel has been left along here. Horrible. One good thing when it rains, it keeps all the a lot of the crazies indoors, and also with the old kiddie thing, you know, I don't have to worry about that as much. St Mary's Mission and Cemetery. Someone's been spray painting the tree, of all things. Early signs of autumn. This is an interesting angle here. So you got 3 church spires. 1, 2, 3. I don't think that one's a church. And then in the middle we got the crescent, you know, the half moon crescent of Islam. Another decent mural there. It's off Gloucester Road. Not entirely sure what this building is, but nice. Reminds me a bit of the one at Kidsgrove near Stoke-on-Trent. Bit more of the urban decay on this stretch here. Good, that's the second one I've seen, encouraging cash inside this independent electronics shop, and it's very diverse on this street, has to be said. Got an Eastern European place, Turkish barber, yeah, Chinese restaurant, Afro-Caribbean, another decent mural over here. They've done a great job. It's all it takes, isn't it, to really uplift a town or a city. Get the painters on it. This is St Paul's Street. Thought it made quite a good angle with the church spire and the pylon. This is on St Paul's Street North. Some pretty ugly sort of commie buildings around here as well, down this end. It's quite a dreary landscape, that bit. Holiday Inn, Lidl. However, you turn your back and then you've got St George's Street. I always love the old architecture and Victorian looking lampposts. And again, sorry, plane's distracting me. Yeah, so pillars, and it's a lady with a fox, I think the mural is at the bottom. Well, it's absolutely shite today. It's really not quite as posh as you'd expect on the back streets like. I've done a loop anyway, so this takes me back to St George's Square, where I was before, onto St George's Street. Bit of fly tipping going on. Almost looks like there were two cash machines here. Maybe. changing a lot. What we got here, Jenner Gardens. This looks really nice. It really is a contrast, you know, like one area might not be so nice and then you turn the corner in this. It'd be ideal if someone was playing bowls, but weather's a bit shy for that today. Yeah, this is Jenner Gardens. See if we can get some history on here. From 1795 to 1820, Edward Jenner, the pioneer of vaccination, lived in St George's Place. It's got a nice view of the Cheltenham Chapel. So yeah, I mean, the most interesting point for today really I think is going to be this discovery. Edward Jenner, obviously founder of vaccinations. It makes you wonder what he'd think about what happened 3 years ago. Would he be on board with it? Was it all part of the plan to get us to this point, or were these actually good people who made discoveries that didn't end up so well? This is St George's Vaults. This is the library anyway. Lovely old building. So this is the Bays Hill Inn, and on the side got this really good mural. Let's get across into one of the car parks. This is the Neptune Fountain, which is undergoing maintenance at the minute, so unfortunately it's off. And this is the town hall. I'm just waiting for the traffic to clear so I can get a shot of this bike in there. And of course that'll be the alternative angle, in wide angle. Someone's made a lovely job of that garden on the front. I think this vlog is going to be quite boring, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And there's the Cheltenham Playhouse. I guess that's their coat of arms on top there. First pretty horrendous view that I've had. Obviously that big office block down the bottom. Other than that, it's been pretty good. Bath tavern there, Ballin next to it. Yeah, so from that to that. That's the old Restoration pub. I think I've been down here already, I'm not too sure. So I haven't, Sanford Park this is. Quite a few pubs along here, you've got the Vine down there. the old Imperial, whatever it's called, and then the Swan. So there's 3 pubs all within that little short space there.
For I am yours, and you are mine. For wonder, and my faith will be made stronger.
Another great meal there. Perfect as it's next to a shop that's up to let. What are we going for? Ambulance, police, safe and effective. Safe and effective. This is the Wadworth, I think it's called, or the Cotswold pub. Storyteller restaurant. It's quite an impressive sized church, almost like a cathedral. This is Montipillar Gardens anyway, William IV. And it's got a look of Buxton to it, has this bit, have a big dome at the top. This is more or less the top of the town. I think this is actually the Ivy. It's quite a nice one. Would that be Elizabeth? And this is a lamppost from 100 years ago, 150 years ago, and look at modern lampposts just next to it. And we're evolving apparently. That's progress for you. Well, I think safe to say the day's coming to an end now. It's got very quiet across the town now. Obviously this is on the outskirts. So I think I'm going to take a look at this garden and then start making my way back to the train station. I think enough's enough for today. Been very impressed, has to be said. Lovely town. You know, always got to remember the people that built it as well. What I mean by that obviously is we've inherited all this from people who built it all. You know, we didn't build it ourselves. People are alive today. There's not many of us who can lay claim to that, if there's many. So yeah, you've got to appreciate what's been left behind for you. This to do with the Crimean War, and apparently there's a gun here as well, but I seem to think it could be at Retford actually. There's a gun in Retford. It might have been passed on to there. So this is the Queen's Hotel. Got the old crown on each one. And looking into Imperial Square. This is Gustav Holst, composer born in Cheltenham. Cheltenham's twin towns. Got one in Kenya, USA, France, Russia, Holland, China, all over. And this would have been a great angle being Neptune, but obviously the scaffolding kind of ruins the background really, but still has to be maintained, doesn't it? One last look at the town hall. Yeah, as I say, it's been quite a boring visit really, but uneventful. But lovely old architecture obviously, so a sleepy sort of town, no dramas, it's all good. So Lady Caroline Alice Elgar, writer, poet and inspiration to Sir Edward Elgar, lived at number 65 York Terrace, Hanover House. Lovely, isn't it? Apparently there's got to be people from London living and working here, because it's all the umbrellas and all that. I keep seeing people returning from work, on the train with umbrellas, so that monstrosity compared to the rest of all the architecture around here. It's a good traditional view of the church in the background.